He said, I wanna rock.
Are we gonna be goofing off like this every day?
We're not goofing off. We're creating musical fusion.
Wow, you're amazing, dude.
Thanks. I like to play.
I'm a small reporter from Rolling Stone magazine that's in town to do an exclusive interview with Michael Jackson.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
It is time for the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown.
Hey everybody, this is Frankie. You're listening to the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown. Woo, we're on episode 11, and I have with me, as always, special guests, because all my guests are special. But I have the Almas. How are you guys doing this evening?
You're great.
Good.
Awesome.
That is great.
Excellent.
I love these guys. These guys are like my BFFs. And I met them at Shrimp Fest.
I wish I felt this.
Wow. Thanks, Frank. Frank is going to diss Frankie.
I got it, brother.
Yeah. You know, Zay and I had like an hour and a half conversation just talking about music on the phone. Like, seriously.
It was horrible.
Don't let him lie. Zay, why are you making me look like this horrible person right now? You're supposed to be making me look awesome.
No, it was an awesome conversation. Talk about music, and yeah, it was cool.
All right. Anyway, getting into the swing of things, you guys have the name The Almas. So what I'm going to ask you is, what is the meaning behind the name, and how did you guys come up with this name for the band?
Me? Well, okay, so Almas means soul. Almas means soul in Spanish. It's got a couple other different translations that we found, but soul is kind of the encompassing translation we go with. It pretty much demonstrates how we want to do this band is with our souls and putting our souls in the band. Because that's the kind of music we want to produce.
Yeah, it came up through Google searches. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
No, we tied into basically the reason. We basically tied, the name of soul with the reason this whole band is together and each other's souls and how the souls bond together to write music and create musical fusion.
Musical fusion.
Musical fusion.
Like Jack Black. Musical fusion.
I think it
you were breaking up there a little bit.
The people that listen to our music. What's up?
You were breaking up there in that part when you were talking just now.
Oh. I think it holds true for the people that listen to our music. We try to write songs that will help people in their soul searching and kind of give them some hope. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, and help find who they are.
Yeah.
The Almas are here to help you find out who you are. Do you know who you are? Because I don't know who you are, but you're listening to my show, which makes you pretty special. So, now, how long have you guys been together as a band?
A little over a year.
A little over a year? Now, has there been any changes in the formation at all, or is it the same core?
Well,
No,
pretty much. What do you mean, like members-wise?
Yeah, member-wise.
It's pretty much the same three. Me, Frank, and Maria, and right now we're just searching for a bassist. That's kind of the member we kind of tend to lose a lot just because it doesn't fit the dynamic of who we are.
And commitment issues, but
Yeah.
we're just trying to find a bassist who can really commit to some time. We got some longer stretches shows coming up, and we're talking a tour and things like that. So we need a high level level of commitment, which is kind of wants to either have a career or is trying to do that. So, yeah, if there's any bassists out there in the world who want to be part of a rock band, look us up on Facebook.
So, if you are a bass player and are hungry to be in an awesome band, the band's already put together. You just got to come join them.
Gosh, yeah.
So now you guys been together a little over a year, and you guys are already have a record deal to get in the works. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Super cool.
That is
We're very
super
fortunate.
cool. Now, in this year time that you guys been together, I mean, I seen you guys at Shrimp Fest, which, gosh, that was like 4 months ago now, wasn't it? Three months ago? It was a while ago, right?
What was that? What was that?
Oh man, yeah, that was.
I think that was in March.
I think you're right.
Oh,
Yeah, man. It's been a while. So however long that is, 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
3 months.
Been a minute. So now, in that time, now you guys played on the small stage, which was in the Wisconsin room.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played the main stage at Broadstop or no?
This band, no.
But you have. I mean, you've been in a few other bands, which, we don't have to touch base on that.
Yeah.
But we don't have to get into all that. So now
stay away from it.
We're doing this podcast today, guys, because it is their CD release party, which will be happening later tonight. And actually, it's not tonight; it's tomorrow, because we pre-record because I just don't have the energy to do things live yet. So we're pre-recording. So technically, it's tomorrow night, but it's tonight for you guys because you're listening to it now. So we're gonna cut the first track off that EP right now, which is Deja Vu. This whole EP is awesome. I'm just saying. And now with Deja Vu, like, how did the writing process for this song take, and what's the meaning behind the song?
Okay. Basically, that was an older song that I had, and
Frankie had.
Yeah, and basically, I just wrote that about how sometimes in relationship you keep going back to the same crappy relationship all the time, and so that's, and I kind of geared it towards, we kind of do the same stupid crap and we never learn, and just deja vu.
I remember when I first met Frank, that was a song that he always wanted to finish, and so I took it and I only wrote the bridge to it, so that was my but it's Frank's song, but he and I finally kind of finished it together, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just add the drums, that's all.
He just added the drums. It's just the drums.
Hey, that's a big part.
It's just the drums. I'm special and important. Anyway.
I can count to 4.
He can count to 4.
Right.
Prove it!
Actually, count to 6. So.
Oh, well, prove it.
Feel very triumphant.
Prove it. Prove it. Count to 6. Prove it.
I hope you will.
See, he really can't.
Counted 2, 4, 6.
He doesn't know the odd numbers because he's odd,
See,
but that's
can't put me
okay.
on the-
We put him on the spot. So now you guys, the people listening, can come to the show tonight and pick up the CD, or it's available on Spotify and iTunes. Is it available anywhere else right now?
It is. Do you remember?
Yeah, it's also available on Groove. A lot of stuff overseas, actually. We have a distribution in South America or in Europe, so whatever media sites they use over there. So for all you people overseas, you can get our stuff too on your major media.
So, without any further ado, we're going to play the first song, which is Deja Vu. Check it out. Deja vu. I have deja vu right now because I keep getting into crappy relationships. Anyway, it just always happens, and I don't know why. Maybe it's me.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Maybe I'm born with it.
See, what'll happen?
Maybe it's
you got to come to our show. Maybe find somebody. See?
Maybe I'm born
We're
with
gonna help
it.
you out. We're gonna get you.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I'll never know. Maybe it's a girl thing. All right. So, let's get to know the Almas even more, shall we? Yes, we shall. No. So, with the three members that we have right here, we're because we're gonna go clockwise. We're gonna start with Zay because Zay and I have had this discussion, and him and I agree on this right here. So, musically speaking, who would you guys say are some of your biggest influences?
What? You're breaking up. Biggest influences?
Yes.
Thank you. Biggest influences. My biggest influences would actually be Ray Lazier from Korn and Joe Jones. He's an amazing jazz drummer. And then Buddy Rich.
Oh.
And also the reason I picked up drums was because of what's his name, Lars.
Mm-hmm.
Lars from Metallica, Saint Anger album was the reason I picked up drums.
Neil Peart, dude, he is the greatest drummer of all time. Come on, man. We've had this discussion.
He's all right in my books. He's an amazing drummer, but of course he has a drum set that's made out of 24 karat gold.
He's the professor.
Buddy, but
Do you know he was actually on?
Like my question.
He was actually on the Burnin' for Buddies tribute album.
Did not know that.
Well, the more you know. Do 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 do. All right. Going to Maria. Maria, who would you say are some of your biggest influences?
Okay, I've got a lot.
We'll narrow it down.
I'll narrow it down. Janis Joplin comes to mind. In recent times, I listen a lot older, but in recent times, Alison Mosshart comes to mind. Lana Del Rey is a big influence to me. I think a lot of people don't know that. I go back to also like Bessie Smith, Ella Fitzgerald. They're big ones for me. Grace Slick. Who else?
That's it. Next.
That's it. Bob Dylan is a huge influence to me, actually.
There you go. Dropping some names.
Kind of. Huh?
They're just dropping names. So.
No, yeah.
But she said Bob Dylan and Janis Joplin. If you're not saying Bob Dylan and Janis Joplin, there's something wrong with you. Gosh. Frank.
Well, I'm not a singer, so I'm not those names.
Yeah. So, my influences, huh? Basically anything sleazy and guttery. I'm pretty much all about that.
He's a Justin Bieber fan. So.
Yeah, no,
wow.
Originally I got into guitar. Initially I got into guitar because of AC/DC and Angus Young and the simplicity of their music and just how, it's all rock and roll and doesn't really matter. So I would gravitate towards that. Big fan of Buck Cherry, Hinder, let's see, Pop Evil, stuff like that. I've been heavily influenced through the 50s and 60s, old rock and roll and doo-wop and all that kind of junk. So yeah, just a bunch of old rock and roll.
You mentioned Buck Cherry. I don't know what Buck Cherry has been up to, but I love their first song, Lit Up. And then almost anything after that, it just seems like they went radio friendly. It just to me it seems like they went trendy.
Yeah, they have some really awesome concept EPs and albums which are really worth looking into.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just clever how they did it and stuff. And I just appreciate, the fact that they're kind of sticking to their roots in rock and roll and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, see, every band that I've had on here so far has had cover songs that they have done. Now, let me just tell you, the first time I saw the Almas, I was getting into it. But I really got sucked in when I heard them cover Heathens, which is, dude, that's like my jam. I freaking love that song. And I played the hell out of it on YouTube, where my roommate was just like, dude, seriously, stop playing that song. And I'm like, what, dude? And then, I bought Rock Band, and then that was, the first song that I bought when I had Rock Band. And, oh my gosh. That's all I'm saying is, dude, you guys should seriously record that song. Because when you play it, it's not like you're just doing it how 21 Pilots does it. You're making it your own, which is how I feel a cover song should be done. Not just be like, oh, we're doing it exactly how they do it. If you're going to cover a song, you got to twist it and make it your own. Which is what you guys have done, which is phenomenal.
And, when we had the idea, I don't even remember how it came up, but it was one of those things where we wanted to actually take our time and analyze, okay, what are we going to do at this part and this part? Because it's not like we can play it like 21 Pilots does, so we wanted to make it a real rock song. And
actually, we just took a half hour and BS the whole thing, and it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much
sums it up.
Yeah, well, okay, here we go.
I mean, it's like 2 notes anyways.
It's 3. 3 chords, over and over.
My bad, forgot a note.
You don't play notes. But okay.
Whatever, who cares? The notes, A, B, C,
D. So, now, I have done that song for karaoke, and I have sang it on Rock Band, and I have to say, the first, 2 lines in that song are, the hardest for me. Because it's he's singing / rapping, however you want to call it. It's very tongue twisting, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And then boom, I'm on key. And did you have any trouble with that line?
The rapping parts, yeah.
No,
I guess not. I mean, I'd listened to the song so many times. It was hard at first. The first couple of times I was like, oh, I didn't know that's what he was saying. But once you kind of get it on your tongue, it comes to muscle memory. I don't know. I'm always afraid I'm going to butcher that every time we do it live. I'm always afraid.
And I have Google.
I guess I do.
I have Google, and I'll tell you what the line is. It's, welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people they loved one day, and I'm docked away. And I'm like, every time that line, I'm like, docked away. And then I got it. So I just sit there and go, blah, 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 blah. I don't know why I can't get that one, those 2 lines, and I've known the song forever and a day, but I still have trouble with those lines. Anyway, moving right along. All right, so this question is for Maria.
Okay.
I've been noticing a lot lately that this has been happening, and that's with bands having female front.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
If you have a chance, get a male.
Why do you
They're
feel
easy to work with?
Joking.
We'll have a.
Why do you feel this has been happening? Now, I've talked to other bands and they feel like it's kind of a gimmick at times. Now, do you feel it's a gimmick or do you feel it's inspiring for you?
I feel like it's become a gimmick. And that's just how the music industry is. It goes through waves. But, I mean, to me, again, I listen to a lot of classic rock. I listen to a lot of older rock. And, to me, it's been done before. And I don't, I mean, It's not like Heart and Blondie never existed, or
Yeah.
To me, it's become a gimmick. I mean, but it works, and it's definitely not a bad thing. I think it's great. I think it's I do think it's inspiring. I don't know. I mean, females can rock. I don't know.
There
I
are
guess
females that can rock. There are a lot of females that can rock. Like, I had Audiophilia on here. I don't know if you guys played with them.
Yeah.
We played with them. They're cool.
They're great. I like them.
And they have a female bass player and a female front, which it's like, dude, females can rock. Just give them a guitar, give them a drum.
Right.
My goodness. Hey, now, there are female drum. Have you ever heard of the band Drain?
Drain. I can't say.
They're from.
Are they drained?
They're from Stockholm, Sweden. It's a 4-piece band, and they're all females.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, they can rock. And there is another band that's actually from Germany. You guys should look these guys up, because honestly, this proves that females can actually have a rock voice. There's a band from Germany called Guano Apes. And I heard the song on the radio called Open Your Eyes, and it sounds very grungy. And when I listened to the song and then bought the CD, saw the album artwork of the band, and the lead singer was a female. I was like, no way. That is not a female singing this song. That was like before.
Well,
What?
So, actually, very recently, Tom gave me a band. I do a little review thing, and he wanted me to listen to Dixie Heaven. And that's a band where the same thing, the female vocals are just, they match up to par with male vocals, And, but the great thing is that a female voice can be really versatile and go back to that Amy Lee sound that we were talking about earlier and everything.
Yeah.
And it can do both, So, yeah, it's, if you want a band that can be versatile, female singer is a great way to go, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. I actually have a nationally signed band that's going to be on the podcast later this month, which is a quartet of all females. Dollskin is actually going to be on the podcast. I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Hell yeah!
I don't know if you know who they are.
We played with them. We had
we did like a was it 3 day? We did a 2-day run with them. Sorry, we played with them these 2 days just a couple weeks ago, and they are just fantastic. Their live show is so good.
Yeah. They're they actually sent me a copy. They sent me a copy of their CD, so I got the CD early. So when for when the podcast happens. And speaking of cover songs, they covered a song which, when I first heard the song, I said, dude, this song is like really mellow. This should be a rock song. And they rocked it. And they covered Alanis Morissette Uninvited.
Yeah.
And
they played that. Oh man. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Great.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw them do that live. I love Alanis Morissette, and she announced that they were going to do that song, and I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to be great, and it was. Yeah.
I sadly don't remember. I wasn't drinking alcohol.
Such a good song.
That is a great song indeed.
Yeah, they're impressive too. They're all young. They're all full of energy and.
Yeah, I think the oldest member is 20, and then it's like two 17-year-olds and an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very impressive for their age and the talent that they have.
Absolutely.
But the same thing with Audiophilia. The whole band's under 21. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So,
Wow.
This next song that we're going to be playing for everybody off the EP, which you guys can get on iTunes, Spotify, You can go to the show
Everyone else in the
tonight.
world.
You can go to the show and get it tonight for free. I need a physical copy signed by everybody. I'm just saying, I want a physical copy. Anyway,
Actually, yeah, every CD we give out tomorrow night is going to be signed, and yeah.
Free with every purchase
So
of a
we'll
t-shirt.
give you one.
Yeah, totally free
I'm
and
doing a
signed.
happy dance. I'm doing a happy dance. All right. So next song we're gonna play is 27. So how did the writing process for 27 happen? What's the meaning behind the song? Go ahead.
Well, the title has nothing to do with the song, which saddens me. But anyways, basically we were just jamming out in our studio at the time. Bassist just came up with the bass riff. I just laid some guitar over it. And Zay, of course, did the drumming. And we just kind of pieced it together that day. And the whole song was pretty much done right there within that practice. And, of course, Maria...
Except for me.
Yeah, except for lyrics, which took like 4 months.
Yeah, no, I'm the kind of lyricist I can come up with something in decent amount of time, 5-10 minutes. But for some reason, this song was tricky for me, and eventually it just became, all right, I'm not going to think about it, I'm just going to write some lyrics, and it came out, some cliche little, loss of love lyrics. That's pretty much what it's about.
So is it 27 as in the amount of weeks it took you to get the lyrics together? Or? I don't
Maybe.
know.
27, the original, when we wrote the song, I said, we should write a song called 27. It was originally about, dying at the age of 27, being all like rock and roll and, cashing out early and stuff like that. And, well, it may have inspired the music or whatever, but, Maria took a different turn, which is great, which is just fine.
She just
It's
screwed it all.
all good in the hood. So
yes,
this is 27 off the Almas debut EP. So that was 27 weeks, which is how long it took Maria to write the lyrics.
That are insanely simple.
Not similar to 127 hours, the James Franco movie.
No, but
Pretty bad.
So,
yeah.
all right, moving on now. With local music, it's really hard to get yourself out there. So a lot of guys rely on social media like ReverbNation, Facebook, and such. Now, a lot of people that I've talked to has mixed reviews on this. So, do you guys feel like social media hinders local music, or do you feel it really helps promote you guys?
I think it helps. I do a lot of the social media for us. I do a lot of the Instagram and Twitter. We found a weird kind of following on Instagram. I don't even know where some of our followers came from, but I think especially it's been great for us to find other local bands and network. I think that's one of the best uses of it. And, and that in itself gets you fans, because if you find another band to play with and play a show with them, then you kind of combine your fans, and, I think it's good. I do, yeah.
I was saying that actually, for me, it all depends on the kind of era of what you're living in. Back then when Metallica was around, there wasn't really social media. Everybody and their mother came to a show, you put up a poster. Right now, technology kind of runs our lives. So, if you want people to come to your show, then you have to post something on social media. If you don't, well, pretty much nobody's going to be there.
I agree with Zaya. For me, I like social media to an extent. Mm-hmm. I don't rely on it by any means. If social media is a good way for people to keep in contact with you,
right,
keep following you, that's what it's great for. But for me, I'm a big person to go meet somebody at a show. I'll go to a show every weekend, shake some hands, give out some business cards, something people can hold on to, something people can relate to, something, and then they go search out your media. But it all starts with that handshake or the hey, hello, how's it going?
What it really comes down to is, this is true for any industry, any business ever, is that word of mouth is key. That is it's never going to change. It's face-to-face conversation about what you do and what you're about is going to convince somebody 100 times more than just a little post they saw their friend share.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's absolutely true though.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, to answer your question, social media does help. I know we went off track a little bit there, but yeah, social media does help.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now you guys have been around a little over a year, so you guys haven't had like too much exposure as other bands that I've dealt with. But in the time that you guys have been together, where would you guys feel like some of your favorite venues to play are at?
Well, where we're playing tonight, when people are listening, is tonight. Hijinks. Hijinks in Fort Atkinson has become, I don't even know now how many times have we played there.
What's your favorite?
That's
about 5 or something, I don't know. But
that's kind of our home.
Yeah.
They
are so good to us, and just the people that come by and stop by. We see the same faces every time we go there, and we also meet new people every time we go there, and it's just a really good community there. They take care of us. So.
Yeah, that happens to be my favorite venue too.
Yeah.
As of now, there's always like Casey's Cabin, stuff like that, which I like playing. It's really cool, but I do have a liking just to Hijinks, just because it's really friendly, it's really personal.
The atmosphere.
The atmosphere is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for answering. That's my favorite.
Well, what's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite, to be honest. I really, it's pretty much the energy that I really pick up on the venue. And, I enjoy Hijinks, like Frank said, a good environment, feel like a family there. But to be honest, like I don't have a favorite, because I feel like that kind of leaves, an odd one out. Like, no one's really that good, the best.
I see.
Well,
he puts everyone on the equal playing field.
Yeah.
What was the one venue that you guys were playing where Maria went live, and it looked like it was almost like a hotel or a bar?
Yeah,
that actually looked really. Yeah. That looked really slick.
Yeah, it was called Maximilian's. It was in Mount Calvary.
I didn't hear shit from where I was.
It was a really, really small town. And
yeah, population, what was it?
It was like 700 or something.
Yeah, population 700.
It was a super small town, but the inside was beautiful. Yeah, it looked like a banquet hall. And then downstairs I found this really old piano, and outside there was this stray cat, and the woman across the street's like, yeah, it's just our like neighborhood cat. Just walks around like everyone knew each other. I don't know. I liked that place.
And that happened to be one of the shows where we played with Dollskin.
Yes.
So that was very cool.
I'm sorry.
Which they'll be on in a couple weeks. I'm actually really excited, yet / really nervous for that one. So now, in the venues that you guys have done, would you say that you prefer the larger stages, like say like a Broad Stop on the main stage, which Frank you said you played at, or like a smaller, kind of like how you guys were playing in the Wisconsin room at Broad Stop? You know what I mean? Like a smaller, more intimate with the crowd, or like a bigger stage? What would you say you guys prefer?
For me, honestly, big rooms are great if they're full.
Yeah.
It's all about the crowd. If you can have 20 people in a small room and it's the best show ever. Yeah. Versus 20 people in a big hall, it's like it doesn't. The feeling is completely different.
That's true.
So if you're playing a big venue and there's a lot of people, then that's great. But honestly, I like the smaller, intimate stuff. Because you can get real down and personal. I'm sure that's going to change. When there's a gigantic room full of people, I'll probably change my mind. But as of now,
I've taken a liking to bigger stages because I've started kind of moving around the stage more. I like to know that I have room to kind of lose my crap if I want to, jump around and stuff. I enjoy that as far as stage goes. But like Frank said, yeah, a big stage, requires a big crowd if you want to really get that feeling.
As long as I can fit my drums on stage, we're all good.
Oh, yeah.
Those drums. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the same thing for me with Frank is I really don't have a preference on big stage or little. I really don't care. It's really just about people. Like, if we're in a small, tiny stage with 40 people around and the place is packed, then hell yeah, I enjoy it. Rather than be in a big, huge place we have more stage than we have people in the crowd.
Right. And we actually, coming up, we're one of the more unique shows that we play. It's in Ohio. It's called Anacoustics. And it's actually set back on this person's property in the woods. It's very like hippie-esque and everything. They got a professional stage there. Yeah. But but there's people coming and going, and it's one of those really just really cool shows to play. It's not even a venue, just out in the woods, and it's really, really cool. So it all depends. It's just the feeling, man, the vibes.
Yeah. Would you say that's kind of like similar to the 38 Double D show that they do every year? Or are you not familiar with that show?
I've heard of it. I've never been. I don't know much about it.
Okay. They do a show in someone's backyard out there on Russell Road. It's somewhere down Russell Road. And they have a little stage set up, and I think they have like 6 or 7 bands that will play. And they start at like, I want to say they start at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they go till about like midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun, and I was there last year. So
that's awesome. That sounds a lot acoustic.
We'll start, bro.
Well, they don't do acoustic. They're actually got a generator going, and
no.
Right,
that's the name.
That's just the name of the venue
The name of the event is Anacoustics, but
okay.
It's called Anacoustics, but it's full stage. Huge rigs. All the good stuff.
Yeah.
Look, Maria has the same problem as you. You gotta get the hamster going.
These things happen. So Now, you mentioned you guys played with Dollskin, and I know that you guys have played with like Mixed Company on at Shrimp Fest, but what are some of the bands that you enjoyed playing with that you wouldn't mind like playing other shows with again?
Well, you have to give that answer, man. Frank, do you want to answer this one? I got to think for a minute.
I got to think of all the bands we played with.
I have a couple. I mean, we played with Wayland. That was awesome. Elysium, who we played with the day after the Dollskin shows. I really liked them.
Yeah, they're a cool group of guys.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite band to play with. I know they're a little out of our genre, but all in all, like very, very talented musicians and very good people just to be around is Voodoo Fix.
Voodoo Fix, they were killer.
Dude, they were awesome.
And they're an amazing band to watch. They got this like this like south.
It's blues rock.
Yeah, blues rock. As
bluesy,
this, like,
man, it's awesome.
What was that? North Korea. Oh, fuck it.
North Korea.
But who do I like playing with? I don't know. Oh man, the Voodoo Fix is definitely one. I had one and then it escaped me.
Escaped you?
Yeah, escaped me. Damn it. Well, anyways.
It escaped him.
Oh yeah, Saint Tragedy. Those are a bunch of cool guys.
Oh, Saint Tragedy. Yeah.
I like those guys.
Yeah.
They're gonna be on here. They're gonna be on here. I think next week. Right for their CD release. Dun dun dun.
Ah, see, awesome. Tell them we said hi.
So, see what happens here on Unsigned and Unhinged is I hook up my friends. The Almas got a CD release party. As you heard earlier this week, I unveiled a song for Mixed Company for the first time ever. People love me. They love me. So, I love you.
So he doesn't like anybody.
I love you. So, what would you say is probably the most embarrassing moment that happened to you guys on stage?
As a band or as individuals?
As individuals.
Usually as a band, because I know the story they're going to tell, and I can't wait to hear it again.
Oh, gosh, here we go.
As a band, we were at Quarters, right? Quarters?
Yes,
in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee. The song we're playing is Deja Vu, and Frank starts playing the chords to Label Me. Right?
Wrong. No.
It was Label Me, right?
No, the rhythm, though.
Well, here's what happened. She's on the song Label Me, which I've had around for a while, and Deja Vu. They have the same chord progression and the same timing, except the rhythm is slightly different. Well, Dummy Me plays the rhythm of Label Me to the chords of Deja Vu, and we literally had to stop like quarter of the way through the song and literally start over.
Yeah. I think, approaching the first chorus, I started and Frank just, all right.
I just stopped it. I'm like, guys, we're going to play this again. It's Deja Vu.
That was
Party's over. Frank screwed it up for everybody.
I know. It's my bad. I think I had one too many dollar beers. I don't know what happened.
See, drinking does not solve anything, kids. Don't drink.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
Alcohol's bad, okay?
Just do cocaine.
Stop talking.
Wow. Drugs are bad, okay?
I think Zay wants to share a personal embarrassing story.
Do you want it? Because I got a personal.
Go ahead, Zay.
Okay, awesome. Personal time was when I got really sick. I got the flu, and I wouldn't allow it to come out of my mouth, so I had to come out some other place. So on stage, I'm literally wearing man diapers underneath because I'm playing this show while the lights are on me, and literally about loading my pants because I was sick and dying.
Frankie's mouth is open,
oh my God. I can't believe we shared that story here. But it happened! Boom! Boom! It just happened. Way to go, Zay.
He definitely dropped that bomb in his shorts.
TMI. TMI. Don't worry, we've already had another band that I interviewed, which I'm not airing it till later on this month when they release their CD. Their lead singer ripped his pants completely while on stage, and had his Calvin Klein's exposed to the world. And it took a fan to say, dude, you ripped your pants. Meanwhile, the guitar player goes and crop dusts the singer while on stage, and then walks away and looks at him and wait for the facial expression of, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, I just got to go to a show just to see that happen. I want to see that happen. So, all right. We're going to spin another song off this EP, which I love this jam. I love the whole EP. I can't just sit there and put them in numerical order, but like, I love the whole CD. So, this is Bad Habits that we're going to spin. So, Frank, did you do all the writing for this, or did anyone else write lyrics and music for it?
This was actually, I have to give some due credit, this was a song that actually was semi-finished in mixed company before I left, and it was one of the newer ones that I was working on, and it's one of the songs that I took with me. Yeah, but basically it's all about sex and drinking.
Which are always the last words at our show, said by Frank. So.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go have sex and have a friggin' beer. All right. Sex and beer.
Yep.
Which we don't condone drinking here. No. Unless you're the age of 21.
No.
So, off that debut EP, a song for sex and drugs and rock and roll and beer. This is Bad Habits.
I haven't been home all week. The look on your face says you're
fell down and I can't reach my beer. Looks like I got some bad habits. So what's that, Maria?
I don't think any of us can hear those words without blurting out bad habits. We kind of just all say that all the time in that way.
See, what you guys can't see right now, but you can probably hear, is that I'm vaping, and so is Maria. See, vaping is better than smoking.
Yes.
Yeah, but vaping gets you popcorn lungs that you can't heal from.
You know what? I'll say a quick thing.
That's actually a false statement, Zay. But anyway, go ahead, Maria.
I haven't had a cigarette in a month and a half, and my singing has already improved 110%.
Well, that's what she thinks.
I mean, by my singing, I mean my ability to hold notes. My range has improved. I feel like I am the same singer I was before I started smoking, and that's a really good feeling. So,
another individual I know, and I drop names like constantly, but Chadwick, who's the lead singer of Three Left, he quit smoking, and I think it's been like a year and 2 months. And I think he said after a month or 2 months of smoking, he said he could tell the difference.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, I'm never smoking again. And he never did. He quit cold turkey, which kudos to him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what are you vaping right now? What flavor is it?
It's blue raspberry. Frank's going to take a hit.
It's harsh.
It's not harsh. It's blue raspberry. 6 milligrams. I go to a place in Woodstock, which is where I'm from.
I think I'll stick with heroin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
I'm doing
so messed up beside the drink.
I'm doing a flavor that's called Chubby Green Apple. I go to Vapor Company in Kenosha.
Okay.
And they're really, really, really good. I love that place. So, anyway, we're not going to be doing advertising right now. We're going to be talking about the Almas and their new EP. But you guys are signed now. But besides that, like, what is in the works for the future for you guys?
Lots of touring and lots of music making.
We are already planning for the album, which will come out next year. We're already writing songs for it. We've been hammering out song after song, which feels really good. And
and actually, even though EP1 is dropping, EP2 is pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, well, we're gonna start recording it pretty soon here this summer.
So you're gonna release another EP and then you're just gonna put them together as one album?
No. We're what we're gonna do is run EP 1 and 2. We're gonna pick 1 or 2 songs from both of them, and that's it. When this album comes out, that will be the full morphed sound of the Almas. Will be that album.
Okay, so you're gonna release. Go ahead, Maria. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I was just gonna say, I believe when you saw us at Shrimpfest, you heard all the songs at that show that will be on the second EP.
Okay.
But the songs on the album are brand new. A lot of no one's heard them except for maybe one.
Yep.
So.
Awesome sauce.
And that album won't come out till probably from a year and a half from now.
Mm-hmm.
So throughout that time, the songs that are going to be on there, we will be gigging and playing out. So by the time it comes out, people will be very familiar with those songs and whatnot. So, and that's our tentative plan. Obviously, we don't know how life or where life's going to take us, but that's our initial plan right now.
Yeah.
Now, with like we're getting into social media and everything again, but with some social media or downloading to buy your music, I think it was Bandcamp that people were telling me, you can tell where people are actually getting your music from. Is
correct?
That, and do you guys notice where you're getting more downloads from? Is it strictly in the U.S. or are you getting stuff from overseas?
It's too early to tell since it kind of just dropped. It's one of those things where I don't think we're going to get the statistics until it's had time to kind of formulate itself.
Basically, we haven't seen the figures yet.
Yeah.
We actually don't handle any of that. Tom from Ryan Records, he deals with all that, and he will get us the info once there's enough available information.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had Fatal Havoc on, and Fatal Havoc said they had one of their songs from their EP that was getting radio play in Brazil. And Brazil is talking to them to get them to come down and go on tour in Brazil, which is kind of in the works for them.
Nice.
And when I had Rude Rooster on earlier, they were in one of my earlier episodes, they said the most of their downloads are coming from Europe. And that's why I'm like, I'm curious. So we're going to have these guys on again. If they're going to let me have them on again.
Yeah.
And I want to know. I want to know where your downloads are coming from.
I heard over in Europe and stuff like that the hard rock scene is incredible over there.
Especially places like Germany and all that.
Australia.
Australia. Yeah, they love the hard rock stuff over there. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, especially American-based bands. Yeah.
So, do you guys want to tour overseas, or you guys want to stay in the United States for now?
We'll take whatever we can get.
You heard it, guys. They'll go anywhere. And when they're in the Midwest area, basically because my crippled ass can't do much, but when they're in the Kenosha Racine area, Frankie's a groupie. I'm just saying. Frankie's a groupie. So,
if we did overseas, that'd be cool. I'm just gonna say that it's gonna take a lot to get me on an airplane or a boat because I hate water and I don't like to be any more than 5 feet above ground.
So we're gonna sedate him.
Kind of like they did to Mr. T and A-Team, right?
Yeah.
Like, did you drug BA? Oh yeah. I ain't getting in that plane, fool. That's what they're gonna do to Zay. I ain't getting in that plane, fool. What? Just give him some morphine. It's okay. Oh man, I love my show. That's all I can say. Is I love this show. I love the people I can meet. Just talking about music. I love music. Music is awesome. Music speaks to the soul, which is the Almas in Spanish. Anywho, look, see what I did there? It was kind of, yeah. All right.
This is why we love you, Frankie.
I see what you did there, and I like it. Shut up and take my money. All right. So we're gonna spin music because that's why we're here. We're here to talk and spin music. So we're gonna play "Love on Trial" now. And Maria's just giving me this look of, I don't want to talk. But that's okay. No. So she's giving me this look of, oh gosh, I don't know what to say right now. So, Love on Trial, guys. How did this song come about? I mean, what's the meaning behind it and so forth?
Another one of those songs where a lot of the music, we were just jamming out some music again. And then the lyrics, that's all Maria, so she can tell you about that. But.
It was a different drummer, but it was Frank, and they kind of jammed out the music. And
I just made the drumming better.
True, and I had that line stuck in my head for a while, "Love on Trial," about a love situation where you feel like you're put on trial, where you feel like you have to pass a test almost. And or that you're in court, kind of. So I took that theme and kind of based the whole song around a theme of a relationship that's not working because it feels too much like a trial and tribulation. It's and that's not worth it. So it's. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know what they're talking about half the time.
It's all good.
So we'll leave it at that.
All right.
Look at my huge.
So here's the story about the judge, jury, and executioner about love, and that's going to be played by Maria. She's the judge, jury, and executioner of love. This is Love on Trial. We're still vaping here. We're doing our thing on Unsigned and Unhinged. And I'm still with the Almas, or we can say, for those of you that don't speak Spanish, we can just say soul, right? You could say, no hablo. No hablo español. No hablo. No hablo.
Yeah. No hablo.
No hablo, Hector. No, I'm not. Seriously, that just sounded so racist, and I'm not racist. I'm
offended, Frankie.
Frank is
I'm Samoan and Spanish, so I'm not really offended because I hate my own kind. So.
Frank speaks Spanish a little bit.
Very poorly.
Even though he refuses to teach us.
I got to take Spanish next year in college, and I'm dreading it.
You're the one who, I don't care.
You know, I went to Mexico one time to visit, and because I don't speak any Spanish, I had a friend of mine who spoke very fluent Spanish. I gave him a list of phrases that I wanted translated, and he translated all these things for me in Spanish, and I had a English to Spanish dictionary that I carried around. So I was at McDonald's. And I don't even remember how to say this stuff in Spanish anymore, but I looked in my dictionary and had the piece of paper that he wrote, and I said, "Take me to your leader" in Spanish. And they looked at me like crazy. And I went to the bathroom, came out of the bathroom, gave him a thumbs up, and said, "Your bathrooms smell like excellent urine." And they looked at me like I was crazy. And when I was ordering food, I said, "I want to have sex with your father's cat." And they looked at me like I was crazy. And the only thing I can remember how to say is I said it to the bellhop or whatever in the hotel room service. They came by, and I invited them into the room and said, "Mi baño es su casa." And I smiled and nodded my head. And they looked at me. And finally, when there was someone that spoke English and Spanish very well, came up to me one day, and I opened up the door, and I sat there inviting them in, showing my arm, going, "Mi baño es su casa." And he goes, Sir, your Spanish is very bad. Well, you just said that my bathroom is your house. I think you need mi casa es su casa." I was like, oh my bad. I am so I'm so embarrassed. And I was trying to act like I knew or that I didn't know. And when he left, I sat there and I was just freaking dying. I'm like, oh God, this is just... Anyway, enough about Mexico. Because we're talking about the Almas, the soul of Kenosha. I like that. I like that. That should be the title of the album, The Soul of Kenosha.
Damn, Kenosha's a shit town.
Yeah, it is. Racine's worse.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
He's the only one that's in Kenosha out of the three of us, so I guess you can say that.
Exactly. I'm not saying what I want.
So here's a question for you guys, and we'll do this individually, or you guys can take it as a whole. If you guys could go on tour with any band or musical act that is alive, dead, or broken up, who would you guys want to go on tour with?
New medicine.
Let's do it individually.
Individually.
All right, we'll start with Frank.
Oh man. Holy crap.
I don't think Holy Crap is a band, man.
No, currently, I would love to go out on tour with Austin Winkler, the former singer of Hinder. He's got his own solo project, and it's exactly, what he sings about is exactly how my mind thinks, and I would love to just go on tour with that guy, or when he was in Hinder. I think that would be way cool.
Okay.
Yep, that's me.
All right, Maria, go ahead.
Oh God, I'm gonna go with my. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Gonna go with my yeah. Yeah. What's her yeah?
So,
yeah. Hey, there is a band called Yes. Maybe she wants to go on tour with Yes.
Maybe with Yes. No, not with Yes. Although it's a great band, but I'll take it in Frank's direction where he feels like he has a connection to Austin Winkler. I feel like. Nice. I feel like I've got anything with Alison Mosshart in it. So the Kills or the Dead Weather. I think that as far as the Almas go, if we toured with the Dead Weather, that'd be awesome because I feel like there's some similarities there as far as member wise.
No, just you.
So I don't know. They're alive, so that's the most plausible in my mind.
Well, I said alive, dead, or broken up.
I know, but that's too hard.
Okay, so mine would be New Medicine, which they are not together anymore. They're alive, I believe.
Yeah,
but they're not together anymore. And my favorite band would be Korn.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right, so now it's time for the official question that always gets asked here on the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown. For my loyal listeners.
Are you gay?
My loyal listener. No, I am not. If you mean the old English term as in happy, then yes, I'm very gay. Anyway, no, I love women way too much. But anyway, the question that's always asked here on Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown Here we go. If you know me, everyone knows Frank E. loves wrestling. I love it. I love it. I can eat it, breathe it, sleep with it. I don't care. Bailey's my wife. But anyway, if a wrestler came to the Almas and said, I want to use one of your songs as an entrance song, what song would you hand them?
Oh, man.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Oh, I know.
Okay.
What's the new song we wrote?
Anti-everything.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a song called Anti-Everything, which I would pick as it's pretty awesome.
That'd be a good one. Fire comes to mind, as it's just kind of that, angry kind of song.
Can we pick wrestlers that aren't wrestlers anymore?
We're picking songs.
No, you're just picking a song. You're just picking a song.
I know. I would pick like Fire for Kane.
Well, Kane's still around. He's just running for mayor right now. He'll be back. Trust me.
Okay. No, the song I would pick is it would be Anti-Everything.
See, now I want to hear that song. I really do.
It's
very angsty.
It's very angsty.
It's very angsty, and I love angst. I really do. I really do.
Anti-Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a.
Go ahead, Maria.
No, that was it.
All you were saying was it's a.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a song.
It's a song.
It's a song. Yay! It's a song. So we got the CD release party and a birthday party that's tonight, correct?
True. It
so,
is.
Where is it at? How much is it? Let the guys know listening.
It's a lucky day.
It's free. It's totally free. It's 5 bands. All right. It's 5 bands. It's Tom's birthday. So he's Rind Records, Tom Hooks. It's Ashley's birthday. She's a great friend of ours, and it's kind of my birthday, but it's not. And then
her birthday's the next day, so basically it's also her birthday. It's advertised.
It happens.
Anyways, it's at Fort Atkinson. The venue's called Hijinks. And the bands that are going to be there are you want to tell them, Frank?
It's obviously us, Drugs Delaney, Autumn Rove, VIA, and there's acoustic act Kenzie will be playing as well.
I heard she's actually really good.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
Yeah, well, she sucks anyways. But anyways, it's all free.
Don't can't take Zay.
Don't have Zay do your Don't have Zay do any of your guys' promotional work. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
And then what other shows you guys got coming up after that?
Oh, don't worry, I'm on that. No, I'm not.
He's looking it up on Facebook as we speak.
Yeah.
We got a couple parties coming up.
We got
just wait here.
We've got on June 10th we're playing in McHenry at the Moose Lodge just for a buddy's birthday. We've done it every year. Good old friend of mine. So that's just kind of a personal thing we got going on. After that we have Rhymefest, which is June 23rd and June 24th up at Hijinks. There is a full list of bands. It's great. It's a 2-day event. It's gonna be nuts. Tons of bands. Just to name some bands, we got Kenzie again, Ryan Stern, Sarah Pazel, Jason. Hey, we got as you mentioned before, Audiophilia, My Memory Remains, September, Insomnia, Blood of Heroes, Convoy, Air Cobra, Of the Earth, Inbound, Brock Betts Band, Us, Leaving Eden, Elysium, Lever, On My 6 T's, Left of Reason, Scarlet Canary, and The Anchor. So for 2 days, there's a bunch of music, and I believe it's actually free. Don't quote me on that, but you basically got 2 days of music.
Dude, free is always good. Free's good. I love free.
But comes with money, though, to buy merchandise.
Yes, gotta buy merchandise. You guys, now seriously, this is gonna be me being me right now. If a show is free, the bands are sitting there and they're donating their time pretty much, unless there's something going on that the band or the bar or venue is paying them and just letting it be free. The bands, guys, I've said this I don't know how many times. The bands work hard. They have their day jobs, and then this is kind of like a night job for them, and they don't get paid much to be rock stars. Okay, seriously. So if you're at a free show and they got a tip jar out, tip the bands, guys. Seriously. It's something that you guys should just do. If you like the band, if you don't like the band, tip them, because they're doing this for free and they're doing this to entertain you. I've said my piece.
Yeah. If you guys come to one of our shows, if you've heard this podcast or whatever, bring it up. Show us that you have liked the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown, and that you like the Almas, and you can have half off of whatever the hell you want.
Oh, look at that.
So that's like a $5 shirt, man. Come on, you can't go wrong with that.
I still need my dinosaur-sized t-shirt. Anyway.
Oh, it's going to be a special order.
I know.
What is that, 10X?
Hey, calm down. I'm as big as a T-Rex, but I ain't that big. But I ain't got the little arms. I got a really big head, tiny little arms. All right, so we're gonna be wrapping this up here real quick, but we're gonna spin this last song, which we always end with a song here. So the song we're gonna play, which is my favorite song off the EP. I love it, which is Porcelain. And let's just say, Maria's voice is just so enchanting during this song, and you just want to go, oh. And you could feel the Amy Lee in this song. You can feel it. That's all I'm going to say. So tell us about Porcelain, guys.
That's all, Maria. We didn't do anything.
This is a song that I wrote 3 years ago. So I was 18. I was in another project. This song started out as a completely different song. Some of the lyrics were different. There was no real chord progression. I found it flipping through a couple years ago, and I wrote the kind of more intricate chord progression to it with my buddy Mike Hillstrom. And we got those chords down. I changed some of the lyrics up. Funny thing is, the first time, I wrote this song with another guy. He had me record it, and I had no melody, no nothing. I just written down some lyrics. So the melody that you hear, that high note at the end, that was all just kind of on the spot. And then I took it to Frank, and he wrote this awesome guitar part to it, and now it's a rock song. So. And
I added drums in it. Don't forget about me, oh shit.
Right. Yeah. I know.
Just added him.
Well, yeah. But you added drums, and then the bass part came in, and it just became a great rock song.
So,
I don't know.
No, I know
I'm really proud of it.
Which you should be proud of this song. This song is amazing.
Thank you.
So, now, I know you guys don't have a bass player currently, but you guys had Brennan for a while. So, was Brennan was Brennan the recording on this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he's the one playing all on the EP. Yes, he's playing.
Okay. Brennan is such a good player, and he's such a nice guy. He's such a sweetheart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know.
Absolutely.
The guy, he's got engaged, all this good stuff. And he's pursuing that life, which is great. I wish we didn't have to see him leave. We really don't want to.
We really, yeah.
I do.
We just have to.
Yeah, we saw him last week or something, and he left, and we're gonna miss that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I have anyone come up to me saying, "Hey, I'm a bass player and I'm looking for a band," boom, be like, dude, give Frank a call, and I'll just give him your number.
Heck yeah.
All right. So, guys, we're gonna say goodbye to the Almas. Aww.
Oh man.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love the Almas, but we'll have him back
Love
on again. We'll have him back on again.
Thank you, Frankie, for everything, and thank you to anyone who's listening and supporting local music and everything. And we love what Frankie's doing, and we definitely support him 100%.
Awesome. So, guys, like I said, me saying thank you to the Almas. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys for giving me some of your time. I really appreciate it. So many bands sit there and thank me for doing this show, but it's actually me and you guys, the listeners, that should be thanking the bands, because they're doing so much to put this music out there, and we should be the ones thanking them. So thank you guys for doing all your hard work, putting out the music, touring like so many different places. Fort Atkinson, that's kind of a hike. That's about an hour and a half away. So, I mean, it's not far. It's not like you're going to like San Francisco and flying in a plane, but for loading up all your gear and touring about an hour and a half away, that's still quite a bit. And on top of having your full-time job that you just get off of. So, thank you guys so much for coming on. Keep the trend alive, guys. Hashtag support local music. And we'll catch you next time on the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown. Deuces.
On your corset. If this were Hollywood, they wouldn't even force it. Your skin was porcelain, but none of it was worth it. Your insides bled out with the lashes that you cried. I stabbed your back, but it bounced back.